Hi, hello students, how are you? I hope everybody is doing well. Today we are going to deal with the peace and harmony lesson of class 6. Myself Pranavi, I am going to teach you peace and harmony lesson. In this peace and harmony lesson, first of all, look at the picture and discuss the questions that follow. Here is showing one picture. The picture consists of what, ma? Nothing but a group of an animals. Here are group of an animals we can see in the picture. Okay, what the question they are asking? What does the picture tell you about the animals? So what they are asking? What does this picture tell you about the animals? So what are the animals are there in the picture, and what do you know about the animals? What do you know about the animals and what they are telling, and what the animals are telling in this lesson? Okay, are the animals happy? How do you know? Second question is, how are the animals are happy? How do you know? How do you know whether the animals are happy or unhappy? Okay, how many animals are there? We don't know, and we can see only the picture of group of an animals in this lesson. Okay, only the picture is showing the group of animals. And what do you know about the animals? We don't know nothing about the animals. Okay, and whether they are happy we don't know, and whether they are unhappy also we don't know. Okay, getting into the lesson, first of all, reading. Okay, we are starting the lesson peace and harmony. Okay, get back to your lesson, getting into the lesson. Once upon a time, in a very thick forest, there lived many animals, birds, snakes, and insects. See, once upon a time, in a very thick forest, there lived many animals, birds, snakes, and insects. In a one of the very thick forest, there are many animals in the forest. What are those animals? They are birds are there, snakes are there, insects are there, and so many tiny and big animals also present in that thick forest. Okay, they lived all together happily. So all the animals are clumping at one of the thickest forest, and they are living very happily and enjoyably. They roamed about the jungle and played together in the open fields without any fear. So, not only in the jungle, they used to roam whole the jungle. Jungle in the sense nothing but the thick forest where the animals are living in the thick forest. They used to be very friendly, they used to live together, all the animals, and all the animals will be roaming over the jungle without any fear. The peacocks were very proud of their dances but admired the melodious songs of the cuckoos. So peacocks, they used to be there, peacocks in the forest, in the thick forest, peacocks also there. So they used to admire all the other animals with the sounds, with the melodious songs like cuckoo, cuckoo, like that. The peacocks used to dance with their feathers by sounding the word, by singing a song in the sense of cuckoo. Okay, they are very proud of their dances. All the animals are very proud of peacocks, and they are all the animals are admired to their peacock dance. Okay, the elephants enjoyed watching the fish swimming in the pool. So in the thick forest there is a small pond. Okay, there is a small pond where the aquatic animals will be living in that pond. Okay, in that small pond there where the water animals are living. Water animals in the sense nothing but like fishes, snakes, tortoise, snails, some of the water animals are living. So in that fishes are swimming in the pool. Swimming in the sense nothing but with that enjoyable. So all the animals are living very peacefully and happily, no? So fishes also enjoying their forest environment with all the animals in the sense of the swimming. Okay, enjoys. Okay, elephants are enjoying. The elephants are enjoying by watching the fishes, how the fishes are swimming, how the fishes are jumping into the water, how they are very happy by seeing their activities. The elephants, not only the elephants but all the animals are enjoyable. Okay, enjoying anamata. The pythons, which were blessed with long bodies, spoke well of the fine fur of the flat-footed rabbits. So the pythons are nothing but the snakes. Pythons are blessed with what? Long body. The python is a very huge body snake. Okay. And fine fur of the flat-footed rabbits. Not only the pythons, the rabbits are also there in the thick forest. So up to right now, the tiny ants, which were always busy, tickled the dark buffaloes. So rabbits are there and buffaloes are there, tiny ants are there in the peace and the thick jungle. So up to right now, what are the animals we have been seen? Elephants we have seen, peacocks we have seen, python, snakes we have seen, birds, animals, snakes, small of the insects we have seen. So there are not only these, there are like deers, buffaloes, monkeys, tigers, parrots, crows, rabbits, tortoise, fish, elephants. So like the jungle is a home, a house of all the animals. Okay, so many animals we have seen up to right now. Coming to the next page. Okay. They often held musical evening in the large open field. So all the animals are very happy and all are clubbing at one and each other in and at one place with very friendly nature, with very lovable nature. All the animals will be clubbing at the one place, and they used to conduct a musical evening at one evening. Musical evening in open field. They used to clubs. All the animals will be clubbing at one open field, and they used to conduct the musical evening. Okay, musical evening is nothing but its type a the elephant and the deer danced. In that musical evening, the elephants and the deer animals has been dancing anamata. Okay, the mynas and the parrots sang. Here the mynas and parrots sang. All the animals are taking one activity in the musical evening. Okay, they are enjoying a lot in this musical evening. Okay, in musical evening is nothing but like a kitty party to the animals. The tigers and the bear exhibited gymnastics. So here the tiger and bears are what they are doing? They are exhibiting in the gymnastics. They are also showing their presence in the form of gymnastics. The gymnastics is nothing but a type of an exercises. Okay. They called the moon and his friends, the stars, to be the guest of honor at their musical evenings. So all the animals are clubbing at one open field and they conducted the musical evening, and all the animals are participated in this musical evening. All the animals are taking an active part of like one activity. They are showing their presence in the musical evening. They are showing their talents in the musical evening. Everybody are participated. In the sense, everybody here nothing but all the animals are participated, and all the animals has thought and all the animals has thought. So all the animals has gathered in the one of the open, okay, in a one of the large open field, and they conducted the musical evening, and all the animals are participating in this musical evening. All the animals are showing their presence in the musical evening, okay, by participating in an activities. And all the animals have thought that to call the moon as a chief guest to this musical evening, and all the animals has called their friends in the sense but the animals are also having their friends in the sense of animals only. Okay, they called their animal friends and stars to this musical evening, and the chief guest they honor the moon, okay, to the musical evening. One day a jackal entered the forest. One day the jackal has entered the forest. Jackal, okay. He was dirty, dangerous, and very cunning too. The jackal is one of the animal which is very dangerous animal, which is very cunning animal and very dirty animal. Okay. He told the elephants, "You are the biggest animal in the forest. Why do you want to play with the squirrels and rabbits?" So after entering into the forest, the jackal is asking the elephant, telling to the elephant that so the jackal is not telling to the elephant that you are the biggest animal in the forest. So as you are the biggest animal in the forest, why do you want to play with the small animals like squirrels and rabbits? Like that it is questioning. It is testing the elephant presence. Okay. He poisoned the minds of the peacocks, saying, "You are the loveliest bird in the forest. Why do you want to praise the mynas?" So, after questioning and talking with the elephant, the jackal went to peacock. Okay, jackal went to peacock and saying that you are the one of the beautiful animal. Okay, you are having very beautiful feathers and you are singing also very beautiful. Okay, you will dance very beautiful. You are the loveliest bird in the forest. So why do you want to praise mynas? So like that the jackal has poisoned all the minds of the animals in the forest. Okay, the jackal then approached the deer and whispered that the tiger was waiting for a chance to kill them. So after completing the word with the elephant and the peacock and rest over the some of the animals, and it reached towards to the deer and telling to the deer that the tiger is waiting to kill you. Okay, the tiger is watching you. It is trying to attack on you. Okay, it is waiting for you, waiting for the time to attack on you as its prey. Okay, gradually all the animals began suspecting one another. After listening the jackal words, all the animals has become poisonous. So all the animals are becomes poisonous and not even conducting any musical evenings and not having trust on each and every animal and began suspecting to one another. Okay, and began suspecting to one another. Okay, earlier they had lived together and slept together and roamed around the forest together. So before, when the jackal has entered into the forest, all the animals used to live very peacefully, very lovable manner and a very friendly nature and very cooperative between each and every animal. So after, when the jackal entered into the forest, it has poisoned all the minds of the animals by showing the dirty words, some type of poisonous words towards into the minds of all the animals. So after listening the words of all the animals towards the jackal words, the animals began suspecting to one another. So before the jackal entered into the forest, all the animals used to live together. They used to sleep together. They used to roam together. They used to conduct the musical evenings together. They used to roam around the forest together. So like that, every animal used to be very cooperative towards each and every animal. Now they started to put up boundaries and build fences around their properties. Okay, they moved about individually or with their own group. So after, when the jackal has entered into the forest and when the jackal has poisoned all the minds of the animals, all the animals have started building their own fences. Okay, building their own fences towards their boundaries, so they are not even suspecting on each other. Why? Because the jackal has poisoned all the minds of the animals. Okay, they are not suspecting to each other, and they moved about individually and they started grouping their own groups. Now they started putting their own boundaries and fences towards to their properties, and they started individual grouping to this. Individual in the sense nothing but the tigers are become one group, the monkeys are become one group, the elephants are become one group. So they are not even talking to each other, they are not even conducting any musical events towards to each other and nothing. All the animals have started putting their fences around their properties. They moved individually or with their own group. So they started individuality. So animals are not suspecting on one on each other. Okay, they are not having hope on each other. Now they are not even having lovable nature and friendly nature towards each other. Why? Because the jackal has poisoned all the minds of the animals. Okay, they moved individually or with their own group. So they started moving individually. If the ant or if the rabbit is having only two rabbits, so they started moving rabbits individual group. The monkeys are individual group, the fishes are individual group, the peacocks are individual group, the deers are individual group. So like that they started moving individually in their own group. Now it was very easy for the jackal to hunt the small animals and the birds. Now it's became very easy for the jackal to hunt on the small animals. Okay, why? Because it has poisoned all the minds of the animals. No, so everybody animal is moving into their own individuality. So the jackal thought, now I can take these small animals as my prey. I can eat them. Okay, I can attack on them, I can hunt them, and I can attack on them and small animals and the birds. Okay, now it was easy for the jackal to hunt the smaller animals and the birds. Why? Because they are making the individuality. Okay, and when the smaller ones cried out for help, no one came to help them. So when the smaller animals are crying, so the smaller animals are crying, when the jackal is attacking on the smaller animals, they are very shouting and they are crying. The small animals are crying and shouting, come, please help me, is anybody is there to help us, please help me, save us, like that they are shouting. So even listening to the smaller animal voices also, not even a single animal is going to help the smaller animal. Okay, one by one the little ones disappeared. So day by day, one and one smaller animal is going to disappear. So smaller animal groups are coming to disappear. Okay, one by one, day by day. The forest slept as the animals were afraid. So all the day by day, one by one, smaller animals, little ones are going to disappear in the forest. The forest slept as the animals were afraid. So the forest is going in a sleepy mode. Why? Because the animals are very afraid towards each other. Why? Because the jackal has poisoned all the animal minds with that dirty knowledge. Okay, the jackal is one of the animal which is very dirty animal, so it has poisoned all the animal minds. Okay, there were no musical evenings, the moon was sad, he cried. So when after that the musical evenings were not even conducting by the animals, so the little one animals are going to disappear one by one. So the animals are very afraid. They started becoming moving into their individuality. They started grouping, putting their boundaries. Okay, to build the fences around their properties. So not even having talking towards each other. not even a friendly nature towards the animal, and they're not even conducting the musical evenings. Okay, after seeing this, the forest is after seeing the forest scenario, situation and the scenario, the moon was very sad. Okay, the moon thought for a while and decided to come down among the animals and the birds as a sadhu, among the animals and the birds as a sadhu. So one day the moon has thought, what the moon has thought, if I see these animals in this scenario, if the same situation is going to happen on one day, all the animals are going to destroy their minds, all the animals are going to destroy the forest, so no animal will be living in the forest after listening the jackal words. So what the moon has thought, so one day I have to get down to the forest. Okay, I have to speak with the animals. So in the form of the sadhu, the moon has entered into the forest. As soon as the sadhu appeared in the forest, the animals and the birds approached him to narrate their tales of woe. So when the moon has entered into the forest in the form of the sadhu, all the animals approached him. So all the animals has approached him. Okay, all the animals has approached the sadhu, and they made a great presentation to the sadhu to welcome him also. Okay, they cried, sobbed and blamed each other for disturbing the peace in the forest, and the sadhu listened to them. So when all the animals have came at one to invite the sadhu as a to invite the sadhu into the forest, so all the animals has came and invited him with a lot of praises, and offered to sadhu some of the food and water to him, and made him to sit at one place. And after when the sadhu is sitting at the one place, all the animals have started crying towards each other of seeing, and started blaming on each other, like that this animal is not listening to me, that animal is not listening to me. They started bounding their fences. Nowadays we are not having any peaceful life. In past days we used to be very lovable, we used to conduct the musical evenings, we used to very chit chat, very happily we used to live in the forest. Like that they started blaming on each other. All the animals have started blaming on each other and disturbing the peace of the forest. Okay, the sadhu started listening to them peacefully. Okay, next page. The sadhu brought together the lions and the rabbits for a common meal. So all the day by day, one by one, smaller animals, little ones are going to disappear in the forest. The forest slept as the animals were afraid. So the forest is going in a sleepy mode. Why? Because the animals are very afraid towards each other. Why? Because the jackal has poisoned all the animal minds with that dirty knowledge. Okay, the jackal is one of the animal which is very dirty animal, so it has poisoned all the animal minds. Okay, there were no musical evenings. The moon was sad, he cried. So when after that the musical evenings were not even conducting by the animals, so the little animals are going to disappear one by one. So the animals are very afraid. They started becoming moving into their individuality. They started grouping, putting their boundaries. Okay, to build the fences around their properties. So not even having talking towards each other, not even a friendly nature towards the animal, and they're not even conducting the musical evenings. Okay, after seeing this, the forest is after seeing the forest scenario, situation and the scenario, the moon was very sad. Okay, the moon thought for a while and decided to come down among the animals and the birds as a sadhu. Among the animals and the birds as a sadhu. So one day the moon has thought, what the moon has thought, if I see these animals in this scenario, if the same situation is going to happen on one day, all the animals are going to destroy their minds, all the animals are going to destroy the forest, so no animal will be living in the forest after listening the jackal words. So what the moon has thought, so one day I have to get down to the forest. Okay, I have to speak with the animals. So in the form of the sadhu, the moon has entered into the forest. As soon as the sadhu appeared in the forest, the animals and the birds approached him to narrate their tales of woe. So when the moon has entered into the forest in the form of the sadhu, all the animals approached him. So all the animals has approached him. Okay, all the animals has approached the sadhu, and they made a great presentation to the sadhu to welcome him also. Okay, they cried, sobbed, and blamed each other for disturbing the peace in the forest, and the sadhu listened to them. So when all the animals have came at one to invite the sadhu as a to invite the sadhu into the forest, so all the animals has came and invited him with a lot of praises, and offered to sadhu some of the food and water to him, and made him to sit at one place. And after when the sadhu is sitting at the one place, all the animals have started crying towards each other of seeing, and started blaming on each other, like that this animal is not listening to me, that animal is not listening to me. They started pondering their fences. Nowadays we are not having any peaceful life. In past days we used to be very lovable, we used to conduct the musical evenings, we used to very chit chat, very happily we used to live in the forest. Like that they started blaming on each other. All the animals have started blaming on each other and disturbing the peace of the forest. Okay, the sadhu started listening to them peacefully. Okay, next page. The sadhu brought together the lions and the rabbits for a common meal. The sadhu brought together the lions and rabbits for a common meal. So after when the sadhu has entered into the forest, so one day the sadhu has invited the lions and rabbits for a common meal. So the sadhu has invited rabbits and lions for the common meal. Okay, he visited the pythons and the viper and had a long chat with them. So not only with the rabbits and the lions, the sadhu visited to the pythons and viper also. And when the sadhu is visiting towards to each and every animal, the sadhu is taking each and every animal points. Okay, he is listening to each and every animal points. And with the pythons and viper also, the sadhu had a long chat in the sense long talk. Okay, he advised the eagle not to attack the little chicks that had lost their mother. So the sadhu has advised to the eagles also, so you are not supposed to attack on the small little chicks. Why? Because they had lost their mother. Okay, the sadhu accompanied the tiger and the wild bear to the nearest market. He played with the bulbul, the owls and the monkey. The sadhu accompanied the tiger and the wild bear to the nearest market. So he was accompanied with the tiger. Okay, he had started with the tiger and spoke with the tiger, bears, viper, python, lions and rabbits and every eagles like that. With so many animals, the sadhu started to speak with the each and every animal and started to find out the problem what they are facing towards to the each and every animal. And the sadhu has played with the bulbuls and the owls and the monkeys also in the forest. Okay, but the jackal was very angry with what the sadhu was doing. So after seeing all these activities, okay, the jackal got very angry. Why? Because the jackal has started poisoning all the animal minds, no? So like the reason, if the jackal again, if the animals will be clumsing, no, the jackal won't have the chance to attack on the animals. So the jackal was very angry what the sadhu is doing, why he is doing like this, why he is going and speaking with all the animals. Like that reason, the jackal was very angry. Okay, he did not want the animals to live in a peace and harmony. So he was waiting for an opportunity to attack the sadhu. So the jackal was not in a happy mood. Why this sadhu is coming, and it is thinking that who is this sadhu, why he is coming, from where he is came, why he is speaking with all the animals, why he is doing all this towards to the animals. So like that jackal is thinking, and jackal is what the jackal is thinking like that, I should not be and the jackal point is nothing but it should not make the animals to live in a peace and harmony in the jungle. So the jackal is waiting for an opportunity to attack on the sadhu. Okay, one day the animals, insects and birds held an emergency meeting, and they anonymously decided to approach the sadhu and pleaded with him to kill the jackal. So one day all the animals has conducted an important emergency meeting to us internally. Okay, all the animals has clustered at one place without knowing to the jackal, and went to the sadhu home or nearest to the sadhu place and sat near the sadhu and told to the sadhu to kill the jackal. Okay, the sadhu said, I will not kill the jackal, but I will help you in a different way. One day the animals, insects and birds held an emergency meeting, and they anonymously decided to approach the sadhu and pleaded with him to kill the jackal. So one day all the animals in the forest had kept an emergency meeting towards internally by them. So without knowing to the jackal, they started keeping an emergency meeting. So what's going on in an forest day by day, all the smaller animals are going to disappear in our forest. So something internally they started observing, and they kept an emergency meeting internally. Okay, and they approached towards the sadhu in this emergency meeting. Okay, and all the animals had said to the sadhu to kill the jackal. The sadhu said, I will not kill the jackal, but I will help you in a different way. So what the sadhu has said, I will not kill the jackal, but beyond to that, I will help you in a different way. Okay, when the sun went to sleep, the jackal came to the house of the hens and took a few of them for his supper. So when the sun has been went to his home, it's nothing but in the evening time. So most probably around the 7 o'clock like that, 6:30, 7 o'clock like that, when the sun has went, the moon has came to the forest. So after coming, the jackal has came to the house of the hens. So the jackal came to the house of the hens and took some of the hens, okay, for his supper. The jackal has took some of the hens for his prey. The sadhu who had begun logging nearby came out of the house and spoke to the jackal, take me today for your meal. So when the sadhu has watched this, okay, when the sadhu has came and watching to the jackal, jackal, the sadhu said out of the house. Out of the house, the sadhu came and telling. Out of the house, when the sadhu came and telling that, take me to as your supper today. Leave that hens and take me as your supper today. The jackal, who had been waiting for this opportunity, dragged the sadhu and ran into the jungle. So, from the past couple of the days, the jackal is waiting to attack on the sadhu. Why? Because all the animals are clumping at one place. All the animals are not even talking to the jackal. So the jackal was somewhat like a already it is a dirty and dangerous animal. Okay, jackal is a dirty and dangerous animal. So the jackal started thought to attack on the sadhu in the past days. Why? Because it is the sadhu became favorable to all the animals. Okay, and the jackal, what the jackal has thought, but it's a best and great opportunity to me. Why? Because I'm waiting for this opportunity from some of the days to attack on the sadhu. So after listening to the sadhu words, the jackal, what it did, it dragged the sadhu. Okay, it attacked on the sadhu and dragged the sadhu into the jungle. He took the sadhu to a lonely place, tore him into pieces and ate him up. So the jackal, what the jackal did, it attacked on the sadhu. It hunted on the sadhu. The jackal has hunted on the sadhu at a lonely place. Okay, it cutted him into pieces and tore him. Cutted into pieces and ate also. Okay, the animals were very sad, angry, and disappointed with what had happened to the sadhu. So the animals are turning towards to the jackal, what it is doing, why it's attacking on the sadhu. Like that, the animals are very afraid towards to the jackal and very disappointed towards to the sadhu. What has happened to sadhu? Like that. Okay. They were afraid that the hungry jackal would disappear again in the next day. So, what the jackal is thinking, no, not even a single animal has seen me when it is attacking on the sadhu. But a part of that, some of the animals have seen the jackal while attacking on the sadhu. So, all the animals are very happy. Okay, all the animals are very sad, all the animals are very sad towards to the sadhu and very afraid towards to the jackal, and they thought the jackal will appear next day. Okay, when the jackal will appear on the next day, they are planning a sketch to attack on the jackal. Then they heard a strange noise. Of all of them ran into the direction. What they saw surprised them. So when the next day all the animals has appeared in the forest and they saw the jackal at one of the place. Okay, and apart before they saw the jackal at one of the place, they heard a noise over there. Okay, and all the animals are ran to that noise place. After listening to the noise, it's from one point of the view, all the animals has gathered and ran to that direction, and they were very surprised of seeing what was happening here. Okay, they saw the stomach of the jackal growing bigger and bigger. So after eating the sadhu, the jackal's stomach is becoming bigger and bigger. It's growing in an inches point of view. It continued to grow until it burst. So it is increasing. Okay, the stomach is increasing, it is bloating. After seeing the jackal stomach, all the animals are very surprised and panic also. What's happening, what's going like that. Okay, until it burst, it is going into an increase in way until it burst. Then they heard a soft voice. After seeing these apart, they heard a soft voice. What? May my animals, birds and insects live in peace and harmony. So it's listening, all the animals are listening a soft voice that all the animals live in a peace and harmony. May there be no fences around you. So there should no boundaries and no fences around all the animals around you. May you sing and dance once again. You can sing, you can dance once again. Remember me and not be afraid. Okay, just remember me. The jackal is only saying these words because it has poisoned all the minds of the animals, no? So now it started to shouting in the sense, may all the animals and birds and insects live in peace and harmony. May there will be no fences around you. May you sing and dance once again. May you can conduct the musical evenings. Remember me, but not afraid of me. Okay, don't be afraid of me. Whatever I had did till today, don't be afraid of me. But just remember me as I am also one of the animals in your forest. Okay, when they looked up the sky, they saw the moon is shining brightly, spreading milky brightness over the earth. So while listening, okay, while listening these words, while listening these words, all the animals had started looking towards to the sky. The moon was very brightly, it's showing their loveliest and beautiful appearance in the sky, very brightly shining very brightly and with a milky brightness on the earth. The animals once again started to roam, sing and sleep in a peaceful. So after when the jackal has died, the animals all are gathered together again. All the animals are started conducting the musical evenings. All the animals are started living together peacefully, happily, lovably. Okay, and they started roaming together. They used to sing together. They used to dance together, and started and went into their old past days. They broke down the fences with which they had built. So after when the jackal has came, after listening to the jackal words, they started fencing their boundaries, no? They started building up their own individual groups. So they cutted down all their boundaries. Now started all are very in the friendly nature. All the animals are in a friendly nature. They broke all the fences, okay, which they have built. They invited the moon and the stars for their cultural evening. So at the last, they invited again the moon, the stars, and the animals friends also to the cultural evening. Okay, from this point, from this lesson, we can come to know that we should be in a friendly nature, we should be in a lovable nature, and we should have cooperation with each and every with each and everything. Okay, and if any jackal animals will be coming in our life also, we are not supposed to be in a huddle point. Okay, trust on your intentions, not on the poisonous words. Okay, thank you for listening to this lesson. I hope you have understood very well in this lesson. If you have any doubts, please show me your doubts in my comment box. Okay, if you have liked it, please like, and if you have not subscribed our channel, please do like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you. For more lessons, please subscribe our YouTube channel, and we can see in the next chapter. Thank you.